Hello, and today we're going to be talking about the Cody Mountain Railway in the converse and its history. So, back in the day, the Minnesota Railway wanted to encourage, mountain climbing in the Cody area. So, they would extend their track leading down to the area and then would build a mountain railway. Eventually, after wearing down the owners, they decided to build one, and it was official in 1897. I went from Kirkmishan. There's a shed, a station, three little shack cabins, you say, for people to stay in, and a coffee shop. It's up. It heads up past the viaduct and to Pawnee Creek Station, where 1,000-foot long lake is. It heads up to Skarloey Road, where there is a junction. In the 80s, it was placed down there to connect to the Skarloey Railway. It's up and further to Devil's Back, where it stops. There's no passing loop here, so engines can't go back and forth, and it's hardly even open. You get to Devil's Back, the steepest part of the line, and curvious. Finally, get to Cody Fells Station at the very top, where there's a hotel and a short walk to the top. The hotel is for very rich people. You can see all the store, including Alta Castle, Kildam, the Ironworks, Mr. A Chocolate Factory, with Waste Dump, Renee's, Skarloey Viaduct, Kirk Ronan, Giant Hole. They got 5 engines from Switzerland. First engine was named Godred. There are 2 more engines. Number 2 came 2 weeks after, and number 3 came 3 weeks after. That's what they thought they were going to be named after great kings of Soda, but they were named Ernest and Wilfred. The engines of Soda were not happy at all that an engine from Switzerland was named Godred after the great kings of Soda. About 5 months later, when the railway was almost finished, in about 1898, the 4th engine arrived, named Cody. And finally, the 5th engine arrived about a month later. No picture found. Cody was, questioning Godred, like, you're my brother, Maple, like, you shouldn't be king, why are you training this? Because Godred was ruling Soda with an iron fist. But God did not like that. So, he bent a track at Devil's Back to try to assassinate Cody before he can, leave the rest of take him down with power. Catherine, though, being a young coach, was Godred's coach, but went out with Cody once, and she did not want Godred to kill him. So, she knocked him off, and he went flying down below. Thank God the coach stayed on the track. Godred's fireman and driver were dead, and one man who jumped out of the coach when it was flying down, also dead. Godred was completely destroyed. Luckily, Cody was down below at Devil's Back Station with the truck, and thank God, he was there, and he was able to catch Catherine and save the passengers. Godred was destroyed, though. The manager was not happy with him, so he was banished to the back of ships forever, and he got smaller and smaller until nothing was left. AKA, they just used his parts to repair the other engines, pretty much killing him. In the 60s, the other 4 engines were, worn down, so you got 3 new ones. Lord Harry, Alaric, and Eric. 6, 7, and 8, respectively. Cody came back from Switzerland and, being repaired and talking to Skarloey and Renee's. And the other engines had to tell them about, the engines. Lord Harry, after having an accident at danger points, was revoked of his name and only was known by number 6. He eventually, after training with Shane Dooney, he was able to save Patrick South, who was stuck on top of the mountain during a crazy storm. A.k.a. the guy of Venture Agents, who was just doing a video one day, and boom. Luckily, they were saved. Number 6, were loved that night, and everyone celebrated. And he was named Patrick after the man he rescued. In the mid-80s, they tried a new way of, pulling the engines around. Ernest was going to pull a train up and see if it would work. Problem was, it didn't, and the coach ran away and derailed. Luckily, there was no major injuries, just a few broken bones. Unfortunately, Alec and Eric were cannibalized for their parts and scrapped. The engines were very sad. Then a new electric engine came that you can find in the first story of the second book of Mountain Engines. Cody Fell Railway Rides Again. Unfortunately, that had some trouble and was scrapped. Then they got two new diesels named Jimmy Dawson and the Ape, number 9 and 10, respectively. And that's really it. Yeah, and because I'm trying to base my, there's not much I really changed from my AU from like the official Railway series. I did scrap Alec and Eric and that weird electric thing and bring two new diesels, but that would happen in real life. I'm still in Mountain Railway. So yeah, you can agree with me or not, or you can't agree with me. It's just, it's your opinion, okay? It's my AU. It's my people I'm killing. And yeah, hope you like the video, subscribe, and bye. Have a good day.